E Viúva Negra está estreando agora nos cinemas e também na plataforma Disney Plus. Então você escolhe o jeito que você quer assistir a essa volta da Marvel para os filmes, né? Depois das séries todas que a gente viu no Disney Plus. E eu conversei com as protagonistas de Viúva Negra, a Scarlett Johansson, claro que faz a Natasha Romanoff, e a novata, a Florence Pugh, que chega como a Yelena Belova. Dá uma espiada e dá seu like se você gostar. Scarlett, let me start with you. It's been over a decade since you got to star as Black Widow in Iron Man 2, and I understand it's a very rare opportunity for an actor to build such a full character arc along, I don't know, half a dozen movies. So looking back, would you have done something different with her portrayal? And is Black Widow her finest moment yet?
I mean, I'm the type of actor that thinks about line readings from I could have done differently from movies I did like 15 years ago. So I'm often haunted by all the things I could have done and didn't have a shot at. So yeah, I'm sure there's stuff I would have done differently. I don't know what the specifics of them are. I mean, you know, again, it's been over 10 years of time, and I think I feel really satisfied with what we landed on. I think this movie delivers, and it's the best version of what it could be. I don't think we could have made this movie. We definitely could not have made this movie 10 years ago, or we could have made another version, but it would have been something else, you know? I mean, we're talking about the subjugation of women in this film. We're talking about the process of self-forgiveness. You know, those are adult themes. Those are complicated themes. I don't think that the studio would have been ready to make that movie 10 years ago. So I think it's all kind of happening how it's supposed to.
Florence, the Marvel Universe is a well-oiled machine, and you know, with the connecting movies and now streaming shows. So, what excited you the most to enter this universe? And can you tell us what's next for Yelena?
What excites me the most to enter this universe? I think these movies I know everyone in the industry, actors watching it, are big, massive epics, and you're always slightly wondering when you're going to get involved with one of them, or how you're going to get involved with one of them, or who you want to play one day. And so I think I felt very grateful and very lucky that I found myself on this film at this time. And I got to work with Scarlett and with Kate Shortland. And my experience on it has been so warm and so welcoming, whether it's been, you know, Scarlett or Kevin Feige or even just the fans. I was really expecting a different welcome from, I was quite intimidated about what people were going to think about me being cast as Yelena, and what people were going to think about my interpretation of Yelena. And I've just been so overwhelmed by how wonderful and how welcoming everybody has been. So far, my whole journey has been amazing, and I don't really know how that's going to get topped. But in terms of what's next for Yelena, I don't know. I don't know what's next. We've only just began. This is my first one, and I'm quite content with that just now.
The movie had to sit on a shelf for more than a year because of the COVID pandemic. And now movies are kind of a different beast, and we don't really know how the industry will perform once the pandemic is fully over. So for both of you, being in front of the cameras and also as a producer in the case of Scarlett, how do you see the future of movies in the way they get to the audience?
You know, it's so funny. I was just thinking about this the other day, because there's still this stigma in the creative circle about making movies for streaming, or the eventuality that that's where your film may land. And it kind of makes me think about, I'm like, I wonder when online shopping started, and then you had all these big department stores and they were all going, we're not going to go online. People are going to want to be in a brick and mortar store and they're going to want to try things on, and nobody's going to want to receive all these packages, and how are they going to ship them out, and where does the cost, who was responsible for the cost of that? And, it was like it was too out there to imagine. Of course, now all those department stores are dying, and people are only shopping online, and it's fine. And then some people go to this department store and they also shop there. But, to me, it's like, if people are buying the clothes, who cares how they get them? And I feel like people will go to the movies. I love to go to the movies in person. It's how we make movies for a big screen. And people will do that too. And then other people have awesome home theaters and they like to be on their couch and eating takeout and watch the movie like that. And that's works for me. Also, I just think there's not, we're going to have to adjust to the fact that people, also like to absorb content at home for various reasons, and that's okay. And it has nothing to do with the quality of what you make, and you can still make things epic and huge and make them to be screened in IMAX, and people should go and enjoy that experience. But I think it's silly to be picky about it. And, we have to go with progress. It's just.
Whoa.